Hello, everyone. I'm Liz LeClaire, and this is the first episode of my Mindset podcast. So much fun. Here we're going to discuss ways to change your mind to best move forward in life. And how appropriate since we are headed into the new year. It's important to craft a great mindset, so stick around and I'll talk about why. Hello. Welcome to Shiny Side Up. I'm Liz LeClaire, and I teach mindset work. Here we will learn many ways to improve how we think and what we believe and how we approach the world so we can live amazing lives. Henry Ford said, "Whether you think you can or think you can't, you are right." Stick around and learn that you can have the life that you want. Mindset is how you think about the world. Do you think mostly negative and discouraging thoughts about yourself, events, and other people? Actually, this can have negative effects in your spirit, in your happiness, and it can present you with unhappy events. In general, things don't just happen. They are caused by vibration and energy. Believe it or not, you can change your world and your thoughts and your personal life by choosing different thoughts. Really, you can. In this first episode, I want to go over some simple things you can do to get started. Now, some of us just naturally think more positively, and we have been teased during our lives about being pie in the sky or looking through rose-colored glasses or being Pollyanna. You get it. That was me. But if I can do it, you can do it. You may be smarter and more capable than I, so why not give these ideas a try? Okay, let's get started on some mindset work. Let's talk about how you talk to yourself. Did you know that we each have around 80,000 thoughts every day? How many of them are negative or where you're talking down to yourself or being mean to yourself, unkind? How many are positive? I like to tell a story to my clients, like, let's say you're really thinking you really want to have chocolate chip pancakes, and you're thinking, I really would like chocolate chip pancakes. And you think about it for 10 minutes in the morning because you want to manifest chocolate chip pancakes. But the rest of the day, the other 70,000 thoughts, for example, are actually, you're thinking of mustard-flavored pancakes. Well, you're going to actually get mustard-flavored pancakes. So if you're thinking mostly negative thoughts about yourself, by the way, you're going to continue having those negative thoughts. Other people will begin to think those thoughts about you, and you'll have events and situations in your life that match that, where where people think that you suck, or whatever the negative thought is. I do believe that as within, so without. So you can begin to turn these negative thoughts around, all right? Our first exercise is where we're going to watch our negative thoughts and turn them around. We're going to catch them. So let's say in the morning, like I said, you say, "Oh man, I really suck. I suck." As soon as you remember to do this exercise, you turn it around and say, "Nope." You can say, "Nope, cancel, or cancel, clear, delete, or cancel that, or scratch that, or I don't consent," whatever you want to say. Say, "Nope," or "That's not me." And you can say something like, "I'm just fine. I'm getting better and better," or "I'll figure this out." Now, there was a man, Emile Coué, who was a French guy, and he lived in the late 1800s, early 1920s. He came up with the most recent, very famous affirmation, which is well used and a very powerful one. And this is, "Every day and every way, I'm getting better and better." Every day and every way, I'm getting better and better. Now, these suggestions I've made to you are more neutral, more relaxing. They're not as high powered. If you may not believe something that's really powerful. I'll give you an example of that in a minute, but these tend to be more neutral, just to turn the boat around. So if you're being negative with the imagery of taking a canoe and you're rowing upstream and you're being hard on yourself, these easy statements just turn the boat around where the current just starts to take you. You get to find some ease and relief in saying these kinds of things to yourself. All right. Or you can go stronger or more high vibe. You can, like, I go full in and full on because I'm me, but I would say, "Cancel that. I'm amazing." Or, "No, I don't consent. I'm amazing and wonderful. Stop that. Scratch that. I'm amazing." Something like that. Now, if this is not believable to you, you can go back to a more neutral type of statement, as I described before. Now, you can use this technique with other people in situations too, but for now, just work on yourself. I suggest just work on yourself because it starts at home with you. We're putting on your oxygen mask. Okay. Now, here's another thing you can try. You can create what I call an elimination list. And this is where over a week or two, you simply jot down a lot of the negative thoughts, the ill-serving thoughts that you tend to say a lot to yourself. Like, I'll tell a story. So when I was in high school, I'm this old, guys. When I was in high school, I was the first class in New York that was allowed to choose shop and auto mechanics as a female instead of taking home ec and typing. So I never really learned to type officially. I've hunted and pecked my whole life on a keyboard even today. I do it fast, but I'm not always very accurate. So, 5 years ago, I was saying, man, I stink at typing. This is a silly example, but I stink at typing. Well, now every time I flub, I just go, no, I'm just fine. I type just fine. Typing's fun and easy, and I'm getting better all the time. So this is the kind of thing you do. So what you can do with that list, once you have a page full or a couple pages, you can do a couple things with this list. I'd keep a copy of it if you want to do a couple things, but because what I'm going to say, the first thing I would have you do is if there's a fire outside or a fire pit or a chimney or something that you have, you can intentionally burn it, toss it in the fire with the intention that you're now getting rid of these thoughts about yourself. These thoughts are no longer true. It is an intentional, ceremonial, ritual act that gets this stuff out of your mind and dissolves these belief systems. It may not happen at once, but this is the idea, right? If an outside fire pit is not available to you, you can try this safely indoors with a candle. Make sure you're safe in a sink or a tub or something, but you can cut the affirmations. Those nasty things you said about yourself into strips or something and burn them safely with a candle inside. Okay. Another thing you can do is with respect to the fire is you can take those little hibachi sticks or little tiny sticks from outside. And this is very shamanic, but I'm a shaman too. So here's a fun technique. You can take a little stick or a little mini hibachi stick, and you could take those thoughts and you kind of intentionally blow them with your breath onto the stick. So you hold it in front of you, just go, and you think to yourself, I really suck at typing. And you say it mentally to yourself or whisper it to yourself. And you can put a couple of those negative statements into a stick. I find I can fill a stick with 4 or 5, and then I feel like it's kind of full. It's kind of an intuitive thing, or you can do one issue per stick. And you could burn it in a fire outside or burn it in a candle, again, safely. And the idea is you're ritualistically destroying that thought and you're eliminating it from your mindset. All right? And here's another really fine thing you could do with those statements with your elimination list. You can have your list, and then on the opposite side of the page or another page, you can craft a sentence that's the exact 180-degree opposite. So if you say, I really suck, cancel, you can actually turn it around and say, I'm amazing and wonderful. Or you can write a new sentence saying, every day in every way, I'm getting better and better. Or I'll figure this out. Or I'm just fine. I'm always just fine and getting better all the time. Something like that. And then you cross out the negative statement and you begin to maybe write out 10 times in the morning or something like that, the new statement. So you can kind of install it or insert it into your mindset, into your consciousness. All right. So go ahead and try those things and see how it goes. This is just the start. I would love to coach you. I do professional and personal and relationship coaching. I've been doing it for over 10 years to hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of clients. I do group coaching, one-on-one, and I even have an online course. But if you're interested in coaching with me, let me know. You can reach me at intuitiveconsulting@protonmail.com. That's Intuitive Consulting, all one word, at protonmail.com. Take care, everyone. Remember, turn those thoughts around, and you'll get faster and faster and better at thinking and changing these things over to positive thoughts. You are wonderful, and I hope you have an amazing life. Thank you, everyone, for listening. It's been good to be here with you today. Remember to subscribe to my podcast, and I invite you to go to the episode notes and give me some feedback on what you'd like to hear and what you thought of this one. Blessings all.